Okay, we're in skill access 1.6, entering data into a form. I kind of showed you this a little bit already when I changed Anthony's name to Tony. When you're working with the form, it's the same as with a table. When I put new information in here, that information gets committed to the database. You can see I didn't have to save when I changed Anthony to Tony. Now that I open it again, it's still Tony. So basically with the form, you've worked with forms before. You can click anywhere, type, and make changes to the data. Another thing you can do, this form itself has some buttons on it. That's a little more complex than we're going to get into, but you could add a new record and create that record through this form. But if you're just working with a standard basic form, you also have this button you can see me highlighting down below, new blank record. If I click on that, it gives me a new record to create, and then I can fill in all of the data. Oops, I actually can't just put in a date. There's some validation in there. So I put in a date, I can put in the author, I can put in all of this information, the title. You can see, and you can fill out a form that way. Forms, like I said, I'm sure you've worked with forms before. The one thing to note with Access is the form is committing the data to the database. So when I close this form and I go open the books table, you can see there's my new book committed to the database. That's it for forms, for entering data into forms. That's it for chapter 1. I know we just covered a little bit. I want you to make sure you read and understand all of the lessons that we didn't cover on the videos, and also understand the ones that we did cover. And we'll get much more into actually creating databases and working with tables as we get into the next 3 chapters. Your code word for this final lesson is SING. S-I-N-G.